The date is March 31st, 1985. Madison Square Garden is brimming with palpable tension and anticipation as Greg The Hammer Valentine makes his way to the ring at the inaugural WrestleMania. The Intercontinental Champion's bleached blonde hair gleams under the arena lights as he methodically stalks toward the squared circle, his championship belt slung over his shoulder. The crowd's reaction is visceral, a mixture of hatred and begrudging respect for one of the most technically sound wrestlers in the business. His opponent, the Junkyard Dog, awaits him for what would become a historic clash at wrestling's biggest spectacle. Valentine's presence at WrestleMania isn't just another match on the card. It is a testament to his status as one of the Federation's most reliable performers during a pivotal time in professional wrestling. Though he loses the match by countout, Valentine retains his cherished Intercontinental Championship through the Champion's Advantage rule, a detail that only adds to his reputation as one of wrestling's craftiest competitors. This moment at the Showcase of the Immortals represents the pinnacle of Valentine's career. Yet, this storied Intercontinental title was destined for desecration, as Valentine would soon invoke the champion's most sacred taboo, destroying the very crown he'd fought so fiercely to possess. Born Jonathan Anthony Wisniewski on September 20th, 1951, Greg Valentine was destined for the squared circle. As the son of legendary wrestler Johnny Valentine, young John Jr. grew up watching his father captivate audiences across the territories. The elder Valentine was known for his incredibly stiff wrestling style and legitimate toughness, attributes that would later become hallmarks of his son's in-ring persona. Greg's journey into professional wrestling began in 1970 when he trained under the watchful eye of Stu Hart in the infamous Dungeon. The harsh training grounds of Calgary proved instrumental in forging Valentine's hard-hitting style. Before making his mark, Valentine honed his craft in various territories throughout the 1970s. Initially, the man who would become the Hammer skirted his father's legendary shadow, adopting the moniker Babyface Nelson before finding his footing as Johnny Fargo. Partnering with the seasoned Don Fargo, they carved their path through the territories, starting in the smoky arenas of the National Wrestling Federation. From there, they traveled southward to the dusty rings of Texas, where Greg's journey took a labyrinthine turn in 1974. He ventured to Florida's sun-soaked territory and finally embraced his birthright as Johnny Valentine Jr., determined to honor the thunderous echoes of his father's reputation. Yet, the Byzantine politics of the squared circle soon decreed that this prodigal son would become a Kai brother instead, transforming into Greg The Hammer Valentine. In wrestling's carnival logic, having a grown son in the ring might tarnish the fearsome aura of Johnny Valentine, whose legitimate tough guy mystique remained one of the business's most valuable illusions. Moving to Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling, Valentine teamed with Ric Flair to capture the NWA World Tag Team Championship twice. Their reign began by defeating Gene and Ole Anderson, leaving Gene stretched out, but it ended on May 8, 1977, in a steel cage lost to the Andersons at the Charlotte Coliseum. Valentine's first stint with the World Wrestling Federation came the next year, in 1978, where he was immediately thrust into a feud with Chief Jay Strongbow. Under the calculating guidance of the Grand Wizard, Valentine metamorphosed into wrestling's remorseless orthopedic nightmare, a cold-eyed technician given the gimmick of meticulously breaking his opponent's legs with the cruel precision of a medieval torture master. However, it wasn't until after 2 more stints in Mid-Atlantic and his return to the World Wrestling Federation in 1984 that the Hammer would truly leave his mark on the company. A day that echoed through the hallowed corridors of wrestling lore, September 24, 1984, became the stage for Valentine's crowning achievement in London, Ontario. It was a masterclass in psychological warfare as he systematically dissected Santana's vulnerable knee with predatory focus. The cruel poetry of the match reached its crescendo when Santana, arms raised in premature triumph after what he believed was the winning pin, found his celebration transmuted into despair. Valentine, ever the opportunist, seized this moment of jubilation to snap-roll his unsuspecting prey into a devastating pinfall. Yet, the Hammer's symphony of suffering wasn't complete until he punctuated his victory by ensnaring his fallen adversary in the figure-4 leg lock, a final sadistic flourish that left Santana writhing in agony, while Valentine clutched his newly won Intercontinental gold with malevolent satisfaction. On wrestling's grandest stage, the inaugural WrestleMania at Madison Square Garden, Valentine defended his Intercontinental title against the charismatic Junkyard Dog. In this contest, the Hammer's nefarious tactics initially secured him a tainted victory by illegally leveraging the ropes. However, fate and a vengeful Tito Santana conspired to unravel Valentine's deceit. Santana's revelation to the referee transformed the Hammer's moment of triumph into a tactical retreat, as the champion chose to forfeit the battle via countout while retaining his precious championship. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes of his shattered knee, Tito Santana ultimately exorcised his demons in an unforgiving steel cage match. After 285 days of Valentine's tyrannical reign, Santana's righteous fury finally crumbled the Hammer's dominion. Furious over losing the Intercontinental Championship, Valentine obliterated the belt inside the steel cage, a dramatic act that cleverly doubled as a pre-planned unveiling of the Federation's sleeker, modern replacement. The destruction wasn't mere fury, it was a masterstroke of storytelling, seamlessly blending chaos with calculated promotion. In late 1985, Valentine formed an alliance with Brutus Beefcake, creating the duo known as the Dream Team. Under the management of luscious Johnny Valiant, the pair captured the Tag Team Championships from the U.S. Express on August 24, 1985. The Dream Team's reign lasted nearly 8 months until April 7, 1986, when WrestleMania 2 saw Valentine and Beefcake relinquish their titles to the British Bulldogs. This defeat eventually led to the dissolution of the Dream Team, with Beefcake turning face after Valentine and manager Johnny Valiant abandoned him during a match. During this period, Valentine transitioned into various significant programs, including a memorable feud with Don Morocco that began after Valentine attacked Morocco's manager, Billy Graham. Valentine then targeted Rugged Ronnie. Garin, a feud that culminated in a retirement match on Superstars, saw Valentine prevail. By this time, Valentine had introduced the Heartbreaker, a devious shin guard he cunningly rotated to amplify the excruciating torque of his figure-4 leg lock. Not content with mere leg work, he brazenly repurposed it on his arm to deliver devastatingly enhanced elbow drops, turning a piece of gear into a vicious weapon. In 1990, Valentine formed another notable tag team, this time with the Honky Tonk Man as Rhythm and Blues, managed by Jimmy Hart. The duo embraced an Elvis-inspired gimmick that, while not as successful as the Dream Team, showcased Valentine's ability to adapt his character. At Survivor Series, Rhythm and Blues joined the $1 Million Team, featuring the debuting Undertaker, to face Dusty Rhodes' Dream Team. The $1 Million Man emerged as the sole survivor. Rhythm and Blues feuded with the Bushwhackers and the Hart Foundation, earning title shots but being eclipsed by the Legion of Doom's dominance. While the Hart Foundation defended their titles against Valentine and Honky in opening matches, the Legion of Doom led alongside Demolition and the Ultimate Warrior in 6-man tag battles. However, by the early 1990s, Valentine's role in the Federation began to diminish. Despite this, he remained a valuable member of the roster. In the 1991 Royal Rumble, Valentine lasted an impressive 44 minutes before being eliminated. Then came a face turn and a subsequent feud against Earthquake, culminating in his defeat at WrestleMania 7. Later that year at SummerSlam, he lost again, this time to Erwin R. Shyster. In the 1992 Royal Rumble for the vacated championship, Valentine lasted only 4 minutes before being eliminated by the Repo Man. His Federation tenure quietly ended later that month with a victory over Skinner at a January 25th house show in Chicago. Valentine's contributions to the Federation during the 1980s wrestling boom cannot be overstated. While larger-than-life characters like Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage captured the imagination of casual fans, Valentine provided the promotion with a credible, serious competitor who could work with anyone and deliver quality matches. His reign as Intercontinental Champion helped establish that title as the Workers' Championship, setting a standard for in-ring excellence that future champions would strive to maintain. Today, Wrestling historians and fans look back on Valentine's career as representative of a different era in professional wrestling, one where technical ability and toughness were paramount. His matches against Tito Santana, particularly their heated battles over the Intercontinental Championship, stand as a testament to his ability to tell compelling stories in the ring. But where does the Hammer rank among the greatest Intercontinental Champions of the Federation? If you're curious to know the answer, check out this video by clicking the thumbnail on your screen. I'll meet you there momentarily. Thank you for watching.